Welcome to T10 Info TVSK channel. My name is Syed. Here I am with the latest news for 2nd August 2023. Development of relations with Saudi Arabia is prelude to multilateral cooperation, says Iran's ambassador. Tehran's ambassador in Riyadh, Ali Reza Inayati, has said that the development of bilateral relations between Iran and Saudi Arabia in the Gulf would be a prelude to multilateral cooperation among countries. Speaking to the Tasnim news agency, Inayati pointed out that the growing relationship between Saudi Arabia and Iran can have important impact on peace, stability and independence and enhance the culture of dialogue. We think that the work done between Iran and Saudi Arabia will benefit both countries and surrounding countries of the region, he said. 17 people die in India crane collapse. 17 people have died and 3 others have been injured after a crane collapse on Monday night at the site of an under-construction bridge in Shahapur, about 70 km north of Mumbai city in the western India state of Maharashtra. The victims are mostly construction workers and site engineers. Teams of the police, fire brigade and the National Disaster Response Force has been deployed for rescue operations at the accident site. The rescue personnel are looking for other trapped under the crane after it collapsed. The state government has announced an inquiry into the incident. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has tweeted his condolences and announced compensation for the injured and families of the victims. China President Xi Jinping replaces leader of China's elite nuclear force. China replaced 2 leaders of an elite unit managing its nuclear arsenal. General Li Yuqiu, who headed the People's Liberation Army's Rocket Force unit, and his deputy have been removed from their posts. Former Deputy Chief Wang Hubin and Party Central Committee member Xi Jing were named as replacement. This is the biggest unplanned shakeup in Beijing's military leadership in almost a decade. 11 dead and 27 missing, including around Beijing after 4 days of rain, Chinese state media reports. At least 11 people are dead and 27 missing after heavy rain, last Beijing state media report Tuesday, in downpours that have submerged roads and deluged neighborhoods with mud. At least 5 killed in Hindu-Muslim clashes in India, Haryana state. At least 5 people, including 2 police personnel, were killed in clashes between Hindu and Muslim in India's Haryana state, neighboring capital New Delhi on Monday, police official told Reuters. The violence erupted when a Hindu religious procession passed through the Muslim-dominated Noor region, located around 50 km away from New Delhi. The procession was meant to move from one temple to another, but clashes broke out between 2 groups on the way, which resulted in the death of 4 people, Krishna Kumar, spokesperson of New Police, told Reuters. An Arab Muslim woman filed a complaint Monday against the national airline of Israel, alleging she was prevented from boarding a flight on July 18, 2023 and subjected to invasive screening by officials because of her ethnic background and faith. Noor was an American citizen and journalists said she was attempting to board Israel plane in New York to visit relatives in the West Bank when Israel security agents and American TSA or Transportation Security Administration officials put her through a special screening process that included an extensive body pat down and removal of clothing. She was subsequently barred from the flight when they alleged her laptop tested positive for explosive. Most Indian sectors open to Arab investment, minister says. Most investable sectors of the Indian economy are now open for 100% share ownership under the automatic route for businessmen and firms in the Arab region, India's Minister of State for External Affairs Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh has said. The automatic route allows entities outside India to invest in the country without prior government approvals, Emirates News Agency reported on Monday. All 15 Israel Supreme Court judges to hear judicial overhaul petitions. The Supreme Court on Monday said all 15 judges in a historic first vote take part in a hearing on arguments against a law Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu religious nationalist coalition passed as part of an overhaul of the judiciary. The Supreme Court agreed to discuss on September 12 petition to strike down a bill ratified last week that limit its power to void some decision made by government and ministers, setting the scene of a constitutional showdown. A court spokesperson said the hearing would mark the first time in the country's history an extended bench would preside. The judicial changes pursued by Netanyahu and his government have sparked an unprecedented crisis in Israel, opening deep divides in society, bruising the economy and drawing concern from Western allies. Saudi Arabia to grant Yemen's $1.2 billion in economic aid. Saudi Arabia is giving Yemen's Presidential Council $1.2 billion to help the country's struggling economy, a Saudi source told Reuters on Tuesday. Saudi Arabia and Indonesia minister discuss enhancing military defense ties. Saudi Defense Minister Prince Khalid bin Salman met his Indonesian counterpart Prabowo Subianto in the capital Jakarta on Tuesday, the Saudi presidency reported. During the meeting, they reviewed the relation between the two countries and discussed aspects of bilateral cooperation in the military and defense field and ways to develop it. They also discussed a number of issues of common interest. Nearly 400 Pakistani migrants were freed in raid on Libyan trafficking, warehouse rights group says. Security authorities in eastern Libya freed at least 385 Pakistani migrants who were held in trafficking warehouse in an overnight raid, a migrant rights group said on Monday. Al-Abrini, a group which helps migrants in Libya, said the Pakistani nationals were released early Monday from smugglers' warehouse in the Al-Quwaira area, roughly 5 miles 8 km south of the eastern Libyan city of Tobruk. The migrants, among them children, were later transferred to nearby police headquarters, it said in a post on its official Facebook page. Meeting of Saudi Deputy Minister with Shahbaz Sharif expressed interest in investment in mineral sector. Saudi Arabia's Deputy Minister for Mining Industry and Minerals Khalid bin Saleh Al Mudaffar along with the Saudi delegation met Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif. According to the statement issued by the Prime Minister, Shahbaz Sharif said that he thanks the Saudi government and the people for helping Pakistan in every difficult time. During the meeting, the Prime Minister told the Saudi Minister that Pakistan is his second home. The Prime Minister said that the entire Pakistani nation is grateful to Saudi King Salman and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for helping Pakistan in its difficult time. The investors in Pakistan will be facilitated not only by the caretaker government but also by the elected government. The Prime Minister said that the Special Investment Facilitation Council has been established to facilitate foreign investors in the country. Increase in passport renewal fee in Pakistan. The Pakistani government has increased the fee for online and offline passport renewal. According to Pakistani media, citizens will now have to pay an additional 1000 rupees to renew their normal passport. After the recent increase, the normal passport renewal fee has increased from 3000 to 4000. On the other hand, the fee for urgent passport renewal has been increased by 1000 rupees, after which the fee has increased from 5000 to 6000. This fee will be applicable for both online and offline passport renewal. According to the Minister of Interior of Pakistan, the fee is actually the cost of the courier which is used to deliver the passports to the citizen's home. Citizens must submit a copy of their national identity card and copy of their expired passport online on the website of the Director General of the Immigration and Passport to renew their passport online. While to renew the passport online, the citizens have to submit the fee online. 2 policemen assigned to protect the polio team in Pakistan Quetta were killed by unknown person. In Quetta, the capital of Balochistan, 2 police officers who were on duty to protect the anti-polio team were shot and killed by unknown person and fled the scene. According to the police, the firing incident took place on Tuesday afternoon in Kali Shah Alam in the limits of Dargunabad police station in Quetta. Pakistan Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has said that he wants good relations with the neighboring country and is ready for talks. Addressing the Pakistan Mineral Summit organized for the promotion of foreign investment in the mineral sector on Tuesday, Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif said without naming India that the neighboring country must understand that relations are normal until serious issues are resolved. He said that war is not an option. He believes in peaceful resolution of conflicts. Participating in the ceremony, the Deputy Minister of Industry and Minerals of Saudi Arabia, Engineer Khalid Al-Mudaffir, also spoke. Pakistan Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif said that the Saudi value the sentiment of the minister regarding Pakistan. The Prime Minister said that Saudi Arabia and Pakistan are 2 brotherly countries and have always stood by each other's side. Russia granted visa exemption to Saudi travelers. Saudi citizens no longer need to obtain a visa in advance to visit Russia. According to Subak website, the Russian authority have exempted Saudi travelers from advance visa since Tuesday. Russian authority says that Kuwaiti, Omani and Bahraini passengers exempted from advance visa also do not need advance visa. Saudi travelers will get this visa online. For this, they have to visit a special website and report their arrival. In the website, the Saudi travelers will have to submit a personal photograph and a passport photograph. The duration of the visa will be 16 days. At least 20 dead and 27 missing in floods surrounding China's capital Beijing, thousands evacuated. Days of unusual heavy rains around China's capital Beijing have flooded houses, torn apart roads and left at least 20 people dead and 27 missing, state media report Tuesday. The flooding prompted authorities to close train stations and evacuate people in vulnerable areas to school gyms. Cars were washed away and piled into stack by the rushing waters. RBI says 88% of 2000 notes returned to banks. The Reserve Bank on August 1 said 88% of the 2000 bank notes valued at 3.14 lakh rupees crore have returned to the banking system after it announced the withdrawal of the high-value currency notes from circulation in May. According to the data received from banks, the RBI said the total value of 2000 bank notes received back from circulation is 3.14 lakh crore rupees up to July 31, 2023. That's all in today's headlines. Keep watching T10 Info TV SK channel by subscribing and do hit the bell icon to receive notification and more updates.